Yeah, my name is Sandra Mantilla Avila. I'm gonna talk about strategies used to Nokia's success. Well, in this part, we are going to analyze the key factors that have led Nokia to be a leader in the mobile telephone segment. Nokia's competitive strategy mainly focused on six key factors for the company. One of them is market share of 39% in 2008. In this disadvantaged position, Nokia as a leader in the sector. This helps especially in the realization of economy of scale, with suppliers and customers allowing improve their margin and making exclusive contracts with telephone operators. This has allowed a change in pricing strategy recently, lowering the price of most of the terminals by 10%. The second one is investment in research and development. Well, here Nokia is the sixth company in the world that invests more in R&D, with more than 6,000 million in 2008. This is the key competitive advantage in embedding the latest trends in mobile technology sector. Much of this investment is devoted to software development and comprehensive service to companies. It highlights the recent acquisition by Nokia, Symbian, and Naptech, which is entered fully into development of software for mobile technology and GPS navigation. The third one is brand imaging. Well, here this great brand imaging is reflected in the level of sales. This is because it was one of the first companies and provide affordable mobile technology for all social classes. Everyone has in their memories the first brick Nokia phones. This brand imaging means very or good durability of its terminals that can last more than 10 years and good quality components like batteries, screen, etc. The next one is manufacturing and logistics. Well, here Nokia based on Japanese philosophy of constant innovation in production process. It has positioned itself as a leading company in terms of production system. This allows you to make phones 9,000 a day, moving away from the current trend of outsourcing, primarily to Western companies. Nokia has chosen its own production as its main assets, handling 275 million components per day to obtain the most competitive margin in the sector. The next one is high financial cost control. Well, here Nokia operates in markets around the world, so it's vitally important values of global currencies and maintain parity of interest rates. In this regard, Sony Ericsson, for example, is being affected by the appreciation of the yen, which are the most expensive product in that therefore reducing global sales. And the last one is distribution. Well, here Nokia, the leader in the distribution of telephone terminals in China, India, Middle East, and Africa. This allows a strong cost saving and a great insight into emerging markets. One of these many actions that made Nokia reduce costs in this area was the reduction of their boxes terminals. This has caused an increase in the amount in the number of units entering the means of distribution, favoring the transport of these. And I will see here the reason of decline Nokia. Well, here we have reliability as only weapon. Well, here in the late 19th, mobile phones users made jokes about whether there was human form to break a Nokia phone, which have become its own merits as a guarantee of reliability. However, in recent years, we have seen the rise of mobile without being shed-proof presses attract more users. In response, Nokia hoped that users would buy their phones just because they were resistant, but was not true. And we have the other one that is don't look in the mirror, where here the downside of being number one is that sometimes you live in a bubble that keeps you watch the race of the competition. This is what happens to Nokia. Barely lift a finger when Apple and Samsung start making phones that now passionate but have the world. When Nokia wanted to realize it was too late because in April 2000 2012, Samsung forward as the first mobile manufacturer in the world. And the third one is ignoring the researchers. Well, here Nokia executives didn't see Apple and Samsung reach, but the truth is that its innovation and development department even took them years ahead. 7 years before the birth of the iPhone, Nokia engineers had developed a touch phone and tablet. But then CEO Jorma Ollila decided that their war would be launched to the market. Nokia had touched the future of mobile with his fingertips, but decided not to do it. And then we have Symbian. Well, here in this Finnish company still must have nightmares with this name. This operating system developed by Nokia was one of the worst in living memory and gave the go-ahead to a series of errors that prevent to Finns doldrums. And we have Windows Phone. Well, if the Symbian experience was no good, Windows Phone was not much better. In this debate between buttons on Android or Windows Phone, Nokia reached an agreement with Microsoft for the second one, that is Windows Phone. Big mistake, because Windows Phone has never made it to the sales of choose to Android or ISOs. And we have other that is stake everything on a flagship product. Well, while Samsung, Nexus, or even have adopted to go constantly renewing in catalog of phones, Nokia threw it of his Lumia, imitating the attitude of Apple with the iPhone. The bet was too risky and not anything right. We have here Lumia defects. If the product which you bet almost all your future just failing, you are in serious trouble. In the manufacture of Lumia 900, there were several technical features, which led to the immense annoyance of many users and falling sales. And the next is underinvestment in marketing. Well, here Nokia was a company known for all things its reality and good work, so that investment in marketing and advertising becomes secondary. So while companies like Apple make up some of the advertising companies' more memory, Nokia rely on his resume to stay on top. Bad selection. And the last one is Poor's other sectors. What makes Nokia manufacturing netbooks? Well, in full technological revolution and its rival taking market share rapidly, entertaining Finnish company in sectors that simply don't work at all. Nokia netbooks were famous for their ridiculous sales.
Well, we see that Nokia have 10 reasons to decline in the international market uh, and give some strategies for repair. One is the anticipation that may arise in the international market because the Nokia have a quick overview of what is happening in the context of business and to anticipate changes that may occur. Then predicting which can be our niche market and inform on those customers. Yes, because it is always good to see analyze our product and if this product will be worth. Then being on the forefront of what may be the possible market change and be aware of them. Then working all together in the company in order to take the company where it was before it have the thought because it's important to work together towards a common goals as a company so something can get over every day. And the last one to know the reality of each market so as not bring any surprise when our product offering because at the time of offering any of our product we must be sure it is well be a viable market for our product. Well, teacher, thank you so much. Bye bye.